wrong camera.
Go.
Welcome to BitBoy Crypto. My name is Ben. Well, let me do it again. I forgot. We have a new intro. Welcome to BitBoy Crypto, the #1 crypto channel in all the interwebs. My name is Ben. Every day on the channel, I show you how to make money in cryptocurrency. If you like money in crypto, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And oh boy, do we have a good show for you today. As I know why you're here. I know why you're watching this stream. Because you've been watching your money disappear over the last few hours. And as you know, we are the channel that shows you how to make money in cryptocurrency, not lose money in cryptocurrency. So we're going to show you what's happening. Our old pals, F2 Pool, are back. Weird that they blocked me on Twitter. So we're going to be looking at that. If you want to know when you see these dramatic price dumps, what it is, it's them. Literally every time. The price action, when we talk about manipulation and whales in the market, that can mean a number of things. When we see big dumps in Bitcoin, it's them literally every time. We're going to show you how they actually sold off more Bitcoin in the last 24 hours. Well, they had 1 hour, where they sold off more Bitcoin than they have ever. And you guys are going to love this because we are going to be showing you guys a tweet on Twitter because that's the only place tweets are, as we know. And I'm going to send you guys there to retweet this because people have got to raise awareness for this. And there are people possibly associated with this that we're trying to uncover. Think about doing a full-on investigation about it because they're like, oh, no, it's not. It's clearly them. We've got numbers. You cannot hide from me. You cannot hide. We got some evidence today of some dumping. We're going to be showing you guys a lot of interesting things. We're going to be talking about Cardano. Absolutely pumping, melting your face off. We're going to be taking a look at Ethereum stalling out. And we got some, we did a video last night. We're super bullish on Ethereum. We do love Ethereum. We're thinking 2,500. But to get there, we really need to be at $2,000 by the end of tomorrow at the latest. And now we were at 1850. Now we're back down, the low 1700s. We're going to have to get an epic bounce to get there to stay on track. So we're going to look at the Ethereum chart and have we stalled out? And we're going to be looking at what Ethereum needed to do to get to where we needed it to get, and what's actually been happening. So we're going to be taking a look at that as well. So let's go ahead and get started here with Market Watch. But first, I want to show you guys 450,000 subscribers on the channel. At this rate, we should be at 500,000 by the end of next week, I think. So really excited for you guys to come join us on this journey. And as you guys know, you get all raw, all uncut on the live stream. Sometimes I come on here and I'm pissed. I'm a little pissed today, but I'm trying to be happy because TJ says I need to smile. Is that right, TJ?
Yeah, smile.
TJ likes it when I smile.
Even though your forced fake smile is terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah, that's true. We've discovered I take good pictures when I'm laughing, but when I'm actually smiling, it looks like this.
Yeah, it looks very, very uncomfortable.
It is uncomfortable. It is uncomfortable. I'm generally happy most of the time, but today, a little pissed. We're going to talk about why. We're also going to be touching base later, guys, on our 1K to 10K challenge because I've discovered some things that I didn't know because I just forgotten because of where I've gotten in crypto. And we're going to go with this 1K to 10K challenge. We're starting back over at the beginning. And so I'm going to be talking about, somebody wants to start a BitBoy mining pool. That's pretty funny. Thank you for a super chat. But I'm going to be showing you guys the problems I ran into on the stream yesterday and what we're doing to combat those and kind of how it's changed my outlook a little bit on some stuff. So let's see. Corporate sector paying off to keep the prices low. That's definitely what some people are saying, but some people are saying that is not actually true. Move to Market Watch. Some people are saying that is not true because, this is all, Bitcoin's about to end is what some people are saying. As you guys know, how ridiculous. So looking at the markets right now, coming at 8,400 cryptocurrencies, we got a market cap of 1.3 trillion. We were up over 1.4. Look at that volume, guys. $234 billion in volume over the last 24 hours. Absolutely insane. Bitcoin dominant 61.7%. So something interesting that happened to me this morning is that I woke up and I looked at, one of my big portfolios I have, the biggest portfolio that I have that's from one place, whatever, and I was looking at it and I was like, wow, this is really interesting that I'm up right now, but then Bitcoin was down. Ethereum was down and my portfolio overall was up. It was because it's been led by some projects that have been crushing it. Synthetics was one in my portfolio that was absolutely crushing it that we talked about yesterday. Also, guys, a lot of people have been asking about Elrond and eGold because you guys, well, it's the same thing, but you guys love it. Cartesi, a Binance Labs Launchpad project, just partnered with them. And we got really interesting news for you guys. Today at 2 o'clock, we got a big video on CTSI. I've actually joined as an advisor for Cartesi. So you guys are going to be getting that video. If you look at the other projects we've covered that we're partners with, because, we don't really do one-off, crypto project sponsored videos anymore. We only do long-term partnerships, sign 3 to 6 month deals minimum. And if you look at the other ones that we've done this with, YFDI, Ethereum Network, SmartKey, you guys would be smart to go look at what's happened to those since we partnered up with them. So guys, back to the markets here. We got Bitcoin coming at $44,700. We got Ethereum at $1,730. Quite a big dip. I made one really good trade this morning, and then I made another really good trade this morning. Appreciate that. Thank you for the super chat. Made another good trade this morning, but I exited at the wrong time. And I'm really frustrated with Ethereum trading right now. That's what I'm kind of pissed about. I was up like 12K in this trade, and I set an exit $1 under where the price was. And somehow, because of the fees and the mark price, I still actually lost like half an ETH. Like, how can you be up 12K and lose half an ETH? That doesn't make any sense. So trying to get down to the bottom of what happened with that. Same that happened to us a couple days ago, or maybe that was yesterday on the stream. So I should be up huge. My entry point was $1,700. Is at $1,738 now. And I was just trying to set a take profit stop loss. And anyways. But guys, looking back here, we got Avalanche coming in, 55% gains. We covered Avalanche last week. Cello, that's one I wanted to cover. Or Cello, I think it's actually Cello. I don't think it's Cello. Up huge. I've got some holdings on there in Coinbase. Another one of the reasons why it's up. Matic Network up 26%. Now, they actually talked recently about a rebrand to Polygon. So that's something we're not going to really cover today, but something we are looking at. By BNB, Huobi token. A lot of exchange tokens pumping overnight. We got 23% and 21% respectively. Filecoin with a huge... Another thing I've got on Coinbase. So someone said, pump my bank account. Guys, me and banks don't get along too well. I don't know if you guys know that. My bank account is not very large. It's hard for me to spend money. I know it's so ridiculous, but you know what? I might just have to go all crypto at some point and no bank because that's the way things are looking right now. Cardano up 21%. We're going to talk about Cardano's pump a little bit later in the stream and where I think or what I think has been causing this and how it's just getting started. So we're looking at our own Cardano holdings and we got some goals that we want to set. And it's looking like it's going to be hard for us to get the amount of Cardano that we want to get. We did not do a good enough job storing that up over the last few weeks. So anyways, guys, that's what's going on with the markets. Look at the biggest losers of the day. BitTorrent down after a big pump. And that's what you see. Like, one thing that's really healthy is when we're looking at the biggest losers of the day, if they're things that have just pumped huge. I mean, that's healthy, right? These things are getting big pullbacks. Alpha Labs, even the last 7 days, it hasn't pumped that hard. Alpha Labs has had a big pump over the last few weeks. Digibyte. A lot of people talking about Digibyte again. Why are people talking about Digibyte? Have you been seeing people talking about this?
Well, no.
DJ?
Last thing I remember about Digibyte was us talking about it in our January video. We should probably go back and assess that at some point. Like, I think a lot of the things we picked for top gainers in January really crushed it. And Digibyte, I think, was one of those.
Yeah, Digibyte is up 40% for the week, but it's had a pretty stiff pullback today. But I don't know. Digibyte's fallen back into the. It was up in the top 50. It was in the top 40. I think it almost got in the top 30, and then it's dropped back down. It kind of like Litecoin. It's kind of off the Bitcoin code. It's a UTXO project, so I don't know if there's a lot of excitement about it. Maybe we'll do another video. The community is really strong. So let's move into the enemies. Let's move into the enemies of BitBoy Crypto, the enemies of Bitcoin, the enemies of crypto, the people that made me family man, church-going man, Ben Armstrong, BitBoy Crypto, say the F word. Say the F word live on stream a couple weeks ago. Last week. Yeah. Never. I don't think it's ever been said on the channel. Maybe one other time when I was mad about somebody in my chat. But anyways, the point is is that, guys, F2 pool, they're dumping again. I want to show you guys this. Because if you know, can you move this in at all?
Oh, yeah.
Because you need to show the end of it. Yeah. Just keep it moving, keep it moving. Okay, so if you guys know, this over here, when they were selling, this is when the price had just peaked out. It started getting back up and then dump, okay? Then we had some sideways action. They had one day where they had sold a little bit. They sold 900 in an hour there. Then all of a sudden, I want you guys to notice this. I want you guys to notice the direct reflection of their selling on our market. The direct effect. This is the hourly chart, okay? This is not the daily chart. This is the hourly chart we're looking at, okay? Look what happens when they peak. During this hour on January 29th, this is when the market got to its lowest, okay? Because remember we were talking about needing that monthly close and they were dumping it. They sold almost 1,900 Bitcoin. Can you do some math on that, TJ? They sold almost 1,900 Bitcoin in an hour. In an hour, they sold that much. And the price was at $37,000, okay? Now look at what happened. Right here, look at this downward momentum. We were peaking, we were getting ready to move back up, then boom, okay? Now I want you to see, and then look, the price went down after that for the next 2 days from that one sale, okay? So if you come over here and you look at what just happened, in 1 hour, they sold 2,700 Bitcoin at 46K. Did you get that math, TJ?
2,700 Bitcoin at 46K?
Yeah.
124 million.
$124 million they sold in an hour. I want you guys to really process that. 124 million they sold an hour. Now, here's the thing, guys. You guys know Warren Buffett. This guy's really rich, right? He's got a lot of money. And he doesn't like Bitcoin, but that's okay. His number one strategy is dollar cost averaging. When you dollar cost average, you take away the volatility. And we always talk about dollar cost averaging in. Well, you can also dollar cost average out, and you can, you can pull out a good amount of money. On average, you're deleting the volatility there. Over the long term, you're getting the same results, okay? This is why these people are so crooked and market manipulators. It would be so easy for them to take this amount of Bitcoin that they've sold during this year so far, and instead of having these huge spikes of them selling per hour, to dollar cost average out of these, they're going to get the same price. They're not doing that. Why are they not doing that? I want you to use your brains here, guys. Why are they not dollar cost averaging out when it would be the same thing? Okay? It's because they're manipulating the price intentionally to short sell on the way down and make money the same way the hedge trades we're doing on GameStop and we're doing on AMC, Nokia, BlackBerry, all of these stocks. It's manipulation. And I'm telling you, we got some names. We got some names. They had been good. Okay, F2 pool had been good for a couple weeks. And then look, when they're not doing selling, look what happens. They are the controllers of this market right now. They could dollar cost average and prevent these kinds of dumps, but they are manipulating the price to short sell on the way down to create more Bitcoin, to spread around to more pools, to be able to fund and create more of the hash rate so China can own Bitcoin. I'm telling you guys, that's what's happening, period. And we got big Bitcoiner names that are involved in this. Big names. Big names. And you bet your bottom dollar there's one person not scared to out them, and that's me. Y'all know that. Don't make me get my cowboy hat back on. I almost took my cowboy hat today. I almost did. I almost brought it to work, but I didn't. So guys, let's look at some interesting stuff involving this as well. Make sure you guys are following me on Twitter. Look at that. We're about to hit 100K on Twitter. We got room for 200 more people to get in before we hit 100,000 on Twitter. So everybody go follow me on Twitter. Let's get me to 100K, okay? Let's do that. But guys, some interesting stuff has been happening on Twitter. Which, first of all, guys, I want everybody to come here to this tweet right here. And I want you to retweet this. It's very obvious. When you look at it small, zoomed in there, and look, there's... Oh, hey, me. How are you doing? Oh, there was me for a second. I waved at myself. Hold on. I want to get that. I want to do that again. Hey, me. Nice to see you. So the thing is, when you see it right here on this tweet in a condensed form, it's so easy to see the downward volatility of their selling. They directly cause this. Okay? So everybody go here to this tweet, retweet this. Now, F2 Pool, of course, as you would guess, has blocked me. Why have they blocked me? Well, because they're a bunch of douches. Number one, they're manipulating the market. Here, this is a whale here, I guess it's supposed to be. No wonder they're a whale. They're trying to, they're even pumping themselves up, even admitting in their profile picture that they're the whales, dumping the price, basically. Oh, and look at these stupid mother chuckers. Hashtag Doge. What? I can't right now. I can't with this. I cannot with this. Hashtag Doge. The coin of financial protest. The coin that's meant to be the coin of the people. The coin that speaks out against you mother chuckers. I can't. Can you really with this? You guys see this? Hashtag Doge on their profile. You can't make this stuff up. I want to cuss again. These people, I can't say what I want to do because we will probably get kicked off the stream. I guess y'all can probably put in your imaginations. Okay, so anyways, we're back here. They blocked me, of course. Coincidence here. This morning, he's watching right now. He's watching. You want to talk about the shadiest mother lover in the literally mother lover? Some of you guys might get that joke. Most of you won't. Okay. In this whole space, this guy right here. Yeehaw Woo. Yeehaw! This guy right here. What a coincidence. This morning, and I got this from an account that tracks this stuff, he follows me. This is the leader of the Chinese mining cartel. The Chinese mining cartel. This is your leader right here. Looks like he ain't been out of his mom's basement in 10 years. But here he is. Follows me. What a coincidence. He's the one who's responsible for all of this, by the way. He's the one that set all of this up. He is the Chinese mining cartel leader. Okay? Somebody, yeah, must have got liquidated. So anyways, guys, these guys are controlling the total market. They are preventing your gains. You guys got to let these people know. You got to let these people know what's up. You guys see what's happened on this channel. We're the #1 channel in cryptocurrency. Why is that? Because we don't play games. We don't play games here. We let these people know what's up. In the BitSquad, you guys let them know. And we are not going to stand for this anymore. Every time these guys stick their little snake heads out of their hole, we're going to bop them. We're going to bop them. And when you guys see these periods of time, when they just got their little tongue out flicking and they ain't doing anything yet, let's keep them there. Let's keep them hissing. Keep them from selling. Because they could prevent this. I don't want to hear a single excuse from these manipulative criminals. Because that's what they're doing. They're manipulating the market to short sell on you. They're making money on both ends. We got to stand up for this. We cannot allow this to happen in our space. This is ridiculous. And it goes on every day. And we got to say no more. And every single YouTuber and every person on Twitter needs to send the message to these people to let them know we will not be ran over. Period. We're going to get 1 million subscribers. We're going to freaking crush these people. Let me tell you that. Now I'm pumped. Now I'm pissed.
Let's go.
Let's go. God.
Well, and let's look at.
I want to. Can we challenge somebody to an MMA match? Because I think I would win.
Oh boy.
I'm pretty sure. I'll get in the ring with any of these losers. Anyways, guys. So along the same lines, we got JP Morgan. These people are doing the same thing. Why is this legal?
Well, who do you think's buying from F2 Pool?
Yeah, that's the good point. Who is buying from these people? Who do you think it is? Who do you think is buying from these people? We got God, what did we name the other guy? The Guggenheim guy. Forgot what we called that guy. I can't keep up with all the names we call people on this channel.
Is that Menard?
Oh, Menard. Where's Menard at? Menard, that's right. Old Menard. Scott Menard. The stock nerd. Scott Menard. This guy should be under criminal investigation. He should be under criminal investigation for what he has done. Now we got JP Morgan. They should be the same thing. I hate when these people act like they're heroes to cryptocurrency and meanwhile they're coming out. Now this is Jamie Dimon, right?
Yeah.
Another guy, too much money to be criminally investigated, but he should be. The pure manipulation. JP Morgan says, now keep in mind, they got their own freaking coin. JPM coin. They got their own coin as an internal private coin. They're using blockchain. They see what's happening. They see it, okay? When they make statements like this is pure market manipulation, and we have to stop it. It's got to get in it. Let me tell you, if Wall Street has a prayer, to survive over the next 10 to 15 years, which crypto might break it. Crypto might break Wall Street. I hope you guys are aware of this. There's more of us than there are of them. And you know that now. David versus Goliath. Now we know David's got a good slingshot. We know we can take him down. And that's what the last 2 to 3 weeks have been about in the world of finance. These people have to be held accountable. If they have any prayer to survive on Wall Street, then what they're going to have to do is stop this. Things have got to change. Yes, derivatives market's never going away. Shorting things never going away. We like the ability to be able to short things in a bear market. That's what it's about. It's about giving you access to the same thing that these people have access to. Is the elite financial people understanding that their reign is over. It's over now. If anything came out of this Wall Street bets thing, it's that we know we have way more power than those people have. We were squeezing billion-dollar hedge funds. Billion-dollar hedge funds. And why do you think they got to $1 billion? Think about this. How did these hedge funds get to billions of dollars? They got there through knowing they can't lose through market manipulation, which is exactly what we're going to continue holding these people accountable for. We will hold these people accountable. We will crush short sellers, and we will take away the hash rate if we have to from these people, because we can do it. There's more of us than there are of them. When you start to realize the collective ideals of cryptocurrency are about decentralization and peer-to-peer, it's you and me. It's you. No, wait, this is me. It's me and you. It's you and me. We are the normal people out there. Yeah, we've done really well the last few years, and we got some good money on the channel, but so is Elon Musk. He's a good guy too. He's for us as well. He's not out there. Look at what he says. He doesn't say backwards things. And this is let me tell you guys. You guys will know this about me the more you get to know this channel. I hate one thing more than any other thing out there. What is it, TJ?
Fake.
Intellectual dishonesty.
Yeah.
I hate it. You get nothing but honesty on this channel. You get nothing but truth on this channel. Some people might lie and think otherwise, but I don't know how to be another way. I hate intellectual dishonesty, okay? Elon Musk does not come on and say one thing and then turn around 2 hours later and say something opposite to try to manipulate the market. That's what JP Morgan is doing. JP Morgan says big companies are unlikely to copy Tesla's big cryptocurrency bet because of Bitcoin's volatility. We know that's not true, and we know that they know that is not true. Michael Saylor had, 1,400 CEOs?
Yeah.
And what happened immediately after that? Tesla bought. Tesla had a direct representative there, okay? What we see with Menard, what we see with JP Morgan, what we see with so many of these big financial corporate, which JP Morgan and Guggenheim are probably the two very worst violators of this. It is straight up manipulation. And we do not have to sit here and take this. Elon Musk doesn't do that. You don't see him come on one day and say, guys, I know I said I like Dogecoin and the fun and the memes, but actually, there's a lot better memes out there. There's a lot better currency out there. You don't see him saying that, right? You don't see him come out and buy a bunch of Bitcoin and then turn around and say, well, we did, but we're kind of scared of the volatility of Bitcoin. And I want you guys to understand this. The only reason these companies put out these statements is to make you sell, and to make them money. That's literally all it's about. Business Insider, you're implicated in this. CoinDesk, Cointelegraph, you're implicated in this. You allow this. These people allow this and you get crushed. Why? So these people can stack up their money. The top three websites in all of crypto for traffic that make the most money out of all other websites. CoinMarketCap, which ain't too bad. CoinDesk, Cointelegraph. Cointelegraph's actually bigger than CoinDesk. These are the 3 most visited sites. They run with stories like this. Now, this is Business Insider. We know they've been doing their fake news mainstream media. When CoinDesk and Cointelegraph run with stories that's only purpose is to FUD the price of Bitcoin, they're implicated in this. That's all they're doing. You see the difference? See what CoinMarketCap does? See what CoinMarketCap, we can go and move to the next thing. See what CoinMarketCap does? They have fun with it, right? They put the Dogecoin price up here. They put Tesla at the top. They have fun. They carried on a little too long. I wish they would. Did TJ okay your Lambo? Did you okay my Lambo, TJ?
No, I did not.
No, and
I think
also,
I think we're going with a house instead. A little bit, better investment over time.
Now he did say I could get a Corvette though, didn't you? A new Corvette? Did you say that?
I did say that.
They kind of look like Lambos a little bit.
That's a much more practical choice.
You guys heard it here first. Corvette, much more practical choice. But speaking of practicality, I actually can't get it because I don't have room in my driveway. Yeah. I don't have a giant house. You know, I'm like undercover in the neighborhood. I'm just like normal neighborhood dad with a fanny pack.
Real world problems.
Real world problems. I don't have a big enough driveway. I could if I don't want my kid ever to use his basketball goal, but I just got it for him at, Halloween. So
got a hoop.
Got a hoop. You guys don't know. You guys don't know. I got some skills on the
let's see
court.
that again.
You guys don't know I got skills on the court. I'll come lay it down. I'll put it on any one of y'all. Y'all think I ain't got it? I got it. Tell him who the pickleball master is, TJ.
Oh, I think his name was Edward.
Shut the up, dude. Shut the front door, dude. I hate you so. You really brought Edward into this stream right now?
I mean, Edward was pretty good.
Edward's good. He's all right. Okay, Edward's better than me at pickleball, but we compete on this channel.
All right, let's get into the market cap.
Back to CoinMarketCap. You see, they don't do this kind of stuff that these other places do. Just made Ben's gray hair 100x. So guys, here's what I want to show you guys. I know a lot of you guys are newer to CoinMarketCap, and I think it's really important for you guys to understand what you're looking at when it comes. Is it a 2021? That's what I want. When it comes to what you're looking at here, because somebody asked me the other day, they said, I need you to give me a really, really, really cheap coin to buy. I need a cheap coin. I need to go buy. That doesn't make sense. There doesn't stand as a cheap coin, right? You have coins that have lower price, the lower value of of one coin, right? Obviously, I mean, when you look at Bitcoin, it's $44,000. When you look at Ethereum, it's $1,700. Tether's a stable coin. We'll leave that alone. When you look at Cardano, it's 82 cents. That doesn't mean it's cheaper, okay? One coin is literally cheaper, but you're going to have, the same amount of money in any of these coins to make the same amount of money. I hope that makes sense. What I mean is, if you're gonna make 10x gains, I think this is a really good way to say this. If you're gonna make 10x gains, okay, so you want to turn $1,000 into $10,000, you're going to need $1,000 worth of Cardano. You're going to need $1,000 worth of Ethereum. You're going to need $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. All that matters is the amount of money you put in it. Now, what you have to understand is for potential, when we're looking at how high can these projects go, the market cap is really the tail of the tape. When you're looking for a cheap coin, the idea should actually be, let's look for a coin that is undervalued by its market cap, right? So let's come down here. Let's look at Elron. Oh God, it went so high. Where did it fell? Now it's at 23. I wonder where it was at the peak last night. But the point here is when you look at the Elron market cap and you say, okay, right now it's coming in at $2.9 billion. And you're trying to figure out if it's undervalued or overvalued. All you got to do is go here to the top and look at the numbers, okay? What's it going to take to get into the top 10? It's going to have to beat Dogecoin. It's going to have to get above a $9.5 billion market cap. You come down here and look and you say, okay, Elron at 2.9, I mean, it's only got to basically go up 3 times to get to that market cap to get in the top 10. Is that achievable? Well, it's up. How much is up for the year, TJ?
I don't know for the year. I know it was up like 1,200% over the last 60 days.
1,200% in 2 months.
And so
that's a 12x.
Yeah, and that was the big question a lot of people had of hey, it's pumped this much. Can it really keep going up? Yeah. It can.
Yeah, it could. Elrond could easily get up to a kind of market cap around Polkadot or Cardano. Look at Cardano's number 4 now. It passed DOT and XRP. Wow.
Well, that's a good thing.
I didn't notice. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Wow.
It happened a couple of days ago. So they've added 10 billion, 12 billion in the last couple of weeks. So that could very easily hop over onto something like eGold, and you'll see those explosive gains on lower cap coins.
Exactly. Guys, did you guys like my basketball skills, by the way? Were they making comments about my basketball skills?
I didn't see.
I won a lot of comments on the basketball skills, like to pump me up. I want you guys to say, oh, it looked like that was an incredible finger roll that you did. So the point is the question of how can I get into a cheap coin, that's like a misnomer. Like that's not a good question. The question is, what coin can I put an amount of money in that is going to be able to have potential in its market cap? That's what you're doing. And you're coming down here and you're looking for undervalued coins in market cap. Like when you look at some of these that are under $1 billion, and you can try to find one like OMG Network that's got Vitalik Buterin as an advisor to it, and you say like, oh, wow, this market cap is only $700 million. You come down here, you look further. You look at 1inch. 1inch has been popping off. You say it's only $584 million. And you say, like, how could this get to 5 or 6 billion? Yeah, easily. This could easily get to 5 or 6 billion dollars. Now you're talking. You don't want to look at the dollar amounts. It's not important. All the dollar amount is, the dollar amount is a guide for you to know what number it needs to get to for you to make X amount of gains. That's all that's important with it. And what's really important, like if we look at 1inch here and you click here, and you want to look at the circulating supply. The circulating supply is actually what dictates the price, the circulating supply and the market cap. Like when you take the market cap and you divide it by the supply, you get the price. The price is just an indication of those numbers. It should not be the guide for you to determine. Now, when you look at Bitcoin, because I tell you guys a lot of times, like Bitcoin is not the best opportunity out there, not by a long shot. Bitcoin was, at one time, the greatest opportunity in human history. You guys hear me on that? Bitcoin at one time was the biggest opportunity in human history. And you missed it. I did too. Even if I would have got it at $12, right? When I did get in at $12. But I sold early for a few $1,000s. Oh, you guys know the story. I don't want to retell it here. But the thing is the gains that were there in between $12 and now are huge, right? You know, an 8-figure, 9-figure, 10-figure opportunity. But I even missed it out on it when it was at $2. I know people that were buying in and were getting Bitcoin and mining when it was around like $1 to $2. Like think about that. From that point, from the beginning of Bitcoin through its first 1 to 2 years to where it is now, that's the greatest opportunity in human history, okay? But that doesn't mean we don't have incredible opportunities still available. There are other projects right now that are down in the hundreds that are eventually going to be top 10 projects, and those are gigantic opportunities. So when you're looking at CoinMarketCap, the thing you should be focused on is knowing what the project is, knowing what it does, understanding its potential, and looking at the market cap. So when we talk about low cap gems, I mean, we are generally talking about projects that are down in, oh, he got a 20 and a 2021? Well, send TJ an email. I'm not going to give his email out again, but you guys can probably deduce what it is. Yeah. I didn't say it, TJ. I didn't say it. We should have a BitSquad email address.
Yeah.
We'll create that today. BitSquad@bitboycrypto.com. We'll create that for you guys today. Mr. Aaron Schmeeds, can you please put that on your list of things to do? Okay, guys. So when you're looking down here on CoinMarketCap, I know we really got to move on to the next thing, but when you look like at Engine Coin, for instance, and you see like, wow, that's like number 99, and you know everything that Engine Coin is doing, like even though it's pumped massively, it's got a lot of potential. When we talk about low cap gems, we're talking about some of these are under even, $10 million in market cap, some even lower than that. So keep that in mind. That's why if you look at a lot of the projects that we cover as advisors, whether it's Cartesi or whether it's Ferrum Network or SmartKey or YFDI, when we got into these projects, we saw that big opportunity of potential and then where it was now. That's what you need to be focusing on when you're picking coins. So let's see how much our tweet has got. Wow, look at that. Now it's got 915 retweets. Good job on that, guys. And did we hit? Look at that. What a week, guys. What a week.
Look at the BitSquad go.
Look at the BitSquad go. I don't have to repeat what TJ says, but listen here. You guys are awesome. We love you guys. We're over 100,000 followers on Twitter. Unbelievable. We're almost at 500,000 on YouTube. Passionate and deeply and platonically. I love you. I love you all.
And if you guys are really enjoying this type of content and you're watching the stream right now, we'd love it if you could hit us with a like. There's 20,000 people in here, 3,300 likes. I know we can do more than that.
Wow. That's unbelievable. How many people in here?
20,000.
20,000. Wow. That is crazy. Okay, so somebody's asking about SNX right now, and that's good because that's actually what we're talking about. I want to talk about our challenge here, okay? Because this is what we've realized, okay? On our challenge, guys, look, I've been in crypto for a long time. We built up a lot of stacks. I've laughed at gas fees. I've laughed at them because what's $100 when you're making a big transaction? It's cost of doing business, in my opinion. I mean, I've paid hundreds of dollars of fees on Coinbase and other places, and I just say, you know what? For the gains that I've got during this, like it's, I don't mind those fees at this point. But now what we're doing with this $1,000 to $10,000 challenge, and now we're not going to bring this up every single day, but we do want to talk about what happened yesterday. What we're finding is it's harder because you have to take those fees into consideration. And so what we've realized is yesterday when we bought the SNX, we got charged like a $150 fee out of our $1,000. I'm just so used to not looking at it, And so I didn't even see, if you guys saw the trade, maybe some of you guys would have seen what the fee was. I didn't even look. I don't ever look, But now I'm having to pay attention because we're having to come down like we're fresh into crypto, never made any money in here before, and we started with $1,000. Well, as you guys can see now, even with SNX pumping as much as it did, we're still down like $90 because of those fees.
Zoom in on that.
I can't zoom in on that anymore. Yeah, I can't zoom
That's
in on
your max
MetaMask.
zoom? Okay.
Well, it's MetaMask. It's not, you can't zoom in on MetaMask like you can on a screen. So the point here is we made some pretty good money with SNX, but we weren't able to get into Badger DAO, and we weren't able to, we're not going to be able to trade this on MetaMask right now because the gas fees are too high. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick another coin on probably Coinbase or Binance US, and we're going to send this last $237 over to those accounts, and we're going to pick another coin to put that money in. Now, the question was, should he get out of SNX now that it's pumped 26%? I think that the smaller your portfolio, thank you for the super chat, the smaller the portfolio, the less moves you need to be making, right? So the goal of this is for us to take this $1,000 and get it to $2,000 so we can diversify that into more coins. Now, once we get up to $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, I think then we can start taking those hits on the gas fees. But right now, it's just too much. So we're going to send probably, $220 of this because if you didn't know, for gas fees with Ethereum, you have to have Ethereum to pay these gas fees. And you're getting dinged way much more when you're doing trades than when you are sending these off to other exchanges or to other wallets. So what we're going to be able to do is send this $237 out for a very small fee, make the trade, and then when we're ready to move it back, move it back. And we're going to figure out, we're going to have a portfolio tracker because what we realized is the reason why we wanted to go into DeFi was because we feel like it's explosive. But number two, with Ethereum, we figured that, we would be able to use MetaMask for everything. If we just use ERC20s, it'd be very neat for us to show it to you. We realized that's not really possible. So we're going to have to keep a portfolio tracker to show you guys the progress along the way. I am very confident by the end of the year, we will have no problem turning this into $10,000. My hope would be we could maybe do it, maybe sometime over the summer or even before then. Who knows how quick we can make it happen. But we want to give you guys an update on what's going on with the portfolio. And you guys can see it's not updating the overall price of the portfolio. It's only updating the price of the SNX and then shows the price of Ethereum up above. So if we do that math, I think right now we're sitting right at $900 out of our $1,000, which isn't too bad considering we got hit with like a $150 gas fee. That means we're actually up overall, and that's also taking into consideration the ETH dump this morning. So we're going to have to watch this, keep it up. We're excited to do this with you guys, and I think this is really great for the channel because it's going to be showing you guys problems. It's going to be helping me to run into the same problems that you guys have sometimes because, and guys, I haven't always been in crypto. I wasn't born into crypto.
Looks like we have a response from F2 Pool on the tweet.
Oh, we do?
That's what somebody in the chat said.
Wait, how can we when they blocked us?
I don't know. Maybe it's...
You're blocked. Let's see if they unblocked us to make a response. No, they did not. What are they saying they responded with?
I don't know. Let's see.
Well, listen here, you little cockroaches. I got the flashlight, so get ready. The cockroaches. La cucaracha. The cockroaches. So, yeah, of course they're scattering. They see the light. Of course they're scattering. They're trying to make statements. And what you think you can excuse this? Do you think you can excuse this? Then you guys know they're watching. They're watching. All of them. They're all watching. Anybody who's involved in this, they're watching too. I know they are. We got evidence, but that's for another. We've got some of the more powerful stuff kind of tucked behind the scenes right now. We're kind of figuring out if we want to bring it out or not. Because let me tell you, we ain't scared of y'all. I know y'all watching. We ain't scared of y'all. So we'll see what happens. But anyways, guys, so let's see. Did we tick up here to 451 just randomly? I'm just checking here. Nope, still 450. Okay, all right, guys, so let's move on. Next thing, Lindsay Lohan. Lindsay Lohan. Let me see if I can find her. Where's Lindsay at? Lindsay, did I not? Oh, here it is. Lindsay Lohan. You guys love Lindsay Lohan. You know what I think about a lot? I think about her celebrity and how famous she is and how much it must feel to get critiqued with every single thing that you do. But, of course, she brings a lot on herself. She did, she made a lot of mistakes as a younger person, and now, she's, I don't know, is she nuts? I don't know. Is she crazy? I don't know. We know there's a lot of stuff going on with Britney Spears. I don't know if you guys have seen all that stuff. I'll save that for TikTok. Also, make sure you're following us on TikTok at BitBoyCrypto.
Oh, they're watching live right now.
Yeah, TikTok's on here. TikTok. I see you. I see you. You're in the chat down there. I see you, TikTok. Thank you for watching. If you want to come over to YouTube and subscribe to us, you can do that too, or you can just watch a copy of me. But the real me is on the other side of that camera. All right, guys. So let's move on to talk about Lindsay Lohan. So Lindsay Lohan, actually, this is on bazinga.com. She tweeted this morning about Bitcoin. She said Bitcoin to the moon. And I don't know, we don't actually have access to the tweet right here. We could probably find it in a second. But it says she wrote, Bitcoin to the moon and made waves in the crypto community. Now, is this true? Like, did she tweet this on her own volition? Well, we do know that she was working with a company like Cameo, or had an account on a company like Cameo. If you don't know what Cameo is where you can pay celebrities to make statements about you or to give you a message. So you can pay, say, Lindsay Lohan $1,000 to say, hello, BitBoy. It's kind of weird that you're a boy, but also a 38-year-old man, but I love you, and I think you're sexy. Your wife should be jealous. I'm just telling you what I might get her to say. And then, of course, I'd show that to my wife. My wife would be like, whoa, like I'm going to go throw hands with Lindsay Lohan. And I had to be like, honey, you need to chill right now, But so earlier she did another tweet like this that was kind of like something from Cameo. I don't know if that's the exact site she was using, where she said like Bitcoin was going to $100,000 and people got real excited about it and things like that. I guess you don't have to necessarily disclose that it came from somewhere like Cameo, which seems a little strange. I think if I did that, if like a company like paid me like, hey, BitBoy, which my name is Ben. I do want to be clear about that. I know I refer some, I just take it on what y'all call me sometimes, okay? But if somebody contacts me and they says, hey, I'm from Tron Cash, like Bitcoin. I'm a fork from Tron. I'm from Tron Cash. Can I pay you $1,000 to make this message? Tron Cash to the moon. What do you guys think would happen if I did that and didn't say that was sponsored or that came from another site and I put that tweet out as a video? What do you guys think would happen to Tron Cash? A lot of people would probably go buy it because of the awareness that a platform provides you with. There's nothing bad about having that platform, but in my opinion, I think that especially in financial markets, that's not true. I don't understand this thing of like financial markets are different than anything else, right? Like if I go buy $5 of a stock compared to go, but pay $5 for some kind of makeup product for my wife because I saw somebody advertising it, like it's still $5 either way, okay? But the idea is anyone who's advertising should disclose. Like that's the way I feel about everything. You shouldn't watch an advertisement and think that Jennifer Garner is really actually using Capital One on a regular basis. She might be because they give her all kinds of sweetheart deals or something like that. But the fact is, Jennifer Garner's all over Capital One. Like, nobody actually sits there and thinks like, oh, these people really love this. No, you know what you think? You think that they got a partnership with a company for advertising deals and they pay them and they talk about them. That's why even the projects we're advisors for, like we tell you, like, we're advisors for these projects. We don't do anything that's not disclosed. So in my opinion, the stuff that's her tweeting, if it is in fact paid or from another site, like, it needs to be said. It doesn't need to be like just where she comes out and says Bitcoin to the moon. Like, nobody's paying Elon Musk to talk about Dogecoin. That's okay for him to say that, I think. But, you know, with things that are sponsored and paid for, like, you need to be out there saying, hey, someone gave me money for this, because it still may not change your opinion on it, right? Like, we've done a lot of sponsored videos in the past. And a lot of those projects, we were giving you our all of them. We gave you our genuine thoughts on them at the time. Now, some of that stuff would change later on. But the fact is that we're always going to be honest. But when someone's paying you, like, you have to know there has to be some kind of bias there built in. There's going to be some kind of bias there built in. The same way with something like this, even if it wasn't, if there was or was not sponsored, we don't know that yet. But audience that watches this needs to be armed with that information, because you might have watched something that we had covered in the past. You might have watched our Prime XBT video yesterday when we told you guys that was a sponsored video. But as an audience, when you're armed with that information that it is sponsored and disclosed, that gives you more information at your fingertips to make a certain decision one way or the other. And I don't understand why financial markets are different than anything else, right? Like, any advertising needs to be disclosed, and that's the way I feel about it, you know? And that's why, you know, we've disclosed everything on the history of this channel forever. People will sometimes say, like, oh, you know, you did this, and like when we covered Elron, it wasn't sponsored in any way. We did a follow-up that they sponsored a little segment later on, but when we did an Elron video, it was not, had not talked to them. They had no idea that was coming. Literally no idea that was coming. And so I think you have to disclose, and when you do that, sometimes you get hit a little harder for that. So I think the Lindsay Lohan story here, now not knowing whether or not she really believes that or she's just paid to say that, it makes it a little weird to me. So, you know, she's just a long line and a lot of celebrities that have jumped into Bitcoin. And so while we're questioning Lindsay Lohan about Bitcoin, the question is, why not Bitcoin? The narrative for Bitcoin is changing. And I'll tell you this. Last night, I'm at my daughter's tennis practice, and her tennis coach sees me there, and I guess she had told him that I went to the Super Bowl and stuff. And you know, what happens when people find out you go to a Super Bowl? Because, I mean, my kids missed their baseball practice this weekend too, and so their coaches were the same way. They were like, why are you going to Super Bowl? The average people just don't go to the Super Bowl. I love sports. I've been before. So I've gone even before I was doing well, okay? But the questions they have from that is like, I know how much tickets cost. Did you get it for free? How much you pay for a ticket? Why are you going? They have those ideas. So when, you know, he found out I went to the Super Bowl, like, he asked me, you know, he was like, what do you do? He said, what do you sell? He said, Ben, I want to know, what do you sell? And I was like, I don't really sell anything. I was like, I sell Bitcoin education. You know, I told him I was on YouTube and things like that. And he was like, oh, you're into Bitcoin? I was like, yeah, kind. I guess you could say that. I guess you could say I'm into Bitcoin. And he said, I have a Coinbase account. I just put money in. And I was like, interesting. You know, like, here's a guy that doesn't really know much about it, and he puts some money in. He believes that it's something different than, you know, it's a good opportunity. He sees it as the future and a good opportunity. We had a great talking with him a long time about Bitcoin and crypto. Told him I'm there whenever my daughter has tennis to talk about it and things like that. Any questions he has, he can text me. And, you know, it's just very interesting seeing the narrative of Bitcoin change right now. And he was like, he said, what? I got some of this Ethereum. I don't even know what it is. And I was like, okay. He's like, do you think I should just keep it in Bitcoin, or should I keep it in Ethereum, or should I move it over to Bitcoin? I was like, well, Ethereum, we love Ethereum more, actually. We think it's a bigger opportunity than Bitcoin. And he was like, yeah, but like, everybody knows what Bitcoin is and they've heard of it. And I was like, yeah, exactly. What do you think was happening 8 years ago? Nobody really knew what Bitcoin was. And look at the opportunity. It's better to get into things before they're the household names than after. That's what we were talking about, the gap in the opportunity between Bitcoin and other coins. And so Grayscale here is now saying that firms are racing to buy Bitcoin as the mood shifts, because what we're seeing is we're not just seeing this happen over corporations. We're seeing this also happen on an individual retail level. We're seeing this on both sides. The narrative is shifting from why to why not. Michael Sonnenschein told CNBC that more tech leaders and institutional investors could follow Elon Musk into Bitcoin after $1.5 billion purchase. Weird, isn't it? We just did a story, right? We just did a story about JP Morgan saying no other company is going to buy this. Once again, FUD, lies, deceit.
Right, yet the one who's actually selling it to everyone says, yeah, they are buying it. And the whole mood is changing to why not?
Yeah, I think this little dip that we're having today, it hasn't reset on the 4-hour chart or anything like that. We're not really looking at charts too much today because I'm so pissed about this trade that I lost half an ETH on. So pissed about that. TJ had to calm me down. I was in a real bad mood until I got to start yelling at people. Because I don't like to yell at TJ that much. Is that correct? TJ, you can't give them away all our secrets.
It's all relative, right?
Well, we're not relatives. Thank God.
Yeah, clearly.
Okay, clearly. But anyways, guys, so we know that people are buying Bitcoin. We know the corporations are buying Bitcoin. Let's see, record-breaking year. We know that already. But he was on Squawk Box and he talked about this. This is what he said. He said, Mr. Elron Schmeeds added our highlighter. Look at that. So easy. Such a great highlighter extension for Chrome. Sonnenschein said, conversation point number 1 starts around regulatory concerns. And actually, a lot of those conversations are characterized by a lack of regulatory concerns. A lot of folks making decisions around this realize how much regulatory clarity has been provided around this. So what he's saying is, the people that have moved to this place of wanting to add Bitcoin into their treasury or into, whatever channel they're looking to put it into, they already understand. That's why they're choosing Bitcoin and Ethereum. And guys, I saw a comment on somebody posted something on Twitter. I try not to spend too much time on Twitter because it's a time suck and things like that. And obviously, as you guys know, we're very busy here at BitBoy Crypto. But the thing is someone said like, oh, you said you're so bullish on ETH, but yet Cardano is pumping, and you like Cardano. You can't decide which. I've been very clear on my opinions about Ethereum and Cardano. I believe that for this run, Ethereum is your number 1 option. I believe Cardano for the next cycle is going to absolutely explode in 4 years from now. It's going to have a great speculative year, okay? But no large industries are going to be completely adopting Cardano as a decentralized platform for whatever needs they have by the end of this year. We're too early. It's not happening. That's already happening for Ethereum. That's on the actual use case and utility side, okay? But on the other side of it, where it comes to the regulatory speculative asset, side of things, what you're seeing is people are going to be investing in Bitcoin and Ethereum because the regulatory concerns have already been cleared up. That's why they're putting money in there. That's why the Grayscale Ethereum Trust is exploding and the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust is exploding. They know that when they put money in these assets, they don't have to worry about the government coming and banning them. They don't have to worry about an XRP-style SEC lawsuit. They don't have to worry about that. That's why the big money on the institutional side is flowing into Ethereum. 80% of all money in crypto last week went into Ethereum. That's why we're still so confident this thing's going to explode. We love Cardano. I love Charles. I'll tell you this. Vitalik ain't called to come be on the show. I don't know. Maybe he thinks I'm Team Charles. I like Charles pretty good. I didn't like him at one time. But now that I've got to meet him and know him, I like him pretty well. It just took a few conversations, And I think that when it comes to Cardano, you got to understand we're so bullish on it. And we think, like Cartesi, we do this video at 2 o'clock today, it's going to be addressing a lot of the Ethereum concerns. Seeing the 1K to 10K challenge and how much of an effect those gas fees have on smaller traders, it was very eye-opening, I got to be honest with you. But the Ethereum problems, especially considering E2.0 isn't going to be fully launched until they say 2023, it's just not going to affect the cycle. It's just not going to affect the cycle at all. All it's going to affect is the smaller traders. And these regulatory concerns that he's talking about are very interesting because most people that are to this point where they're ready to put money into Bitcoin or Ethereum, they already understand that money's going to be safe there. Now, if you remember the Delaware, I know we're getting a little off the rails here, but if you remember the Delaware LLCs that were formed, that was for TJ, not for you guys.
No, I was about to say this actually plays pretty well into the next category for the Cardano pump anyway.
Yeah, well, let's move on to that. Yeah, good call. Good call. So when you look at these Delaware LLCs that were formed, right, for the trust. Now, we now believe, even though they haven't said it for sure, we now believe that this is Grayscale, but none of these other trusts that have been formed are official. They've been created as LLCs, as skeletons, in order to have them there when it's time. I think what we're going to see is we're going to see that during this cycle, those may never come to pass. And I don't want to put a prediction out there, but you guys know I love predictions, okay? What I think we might see is the Grayscale trusts may become the Coinbase of this run. And what I mean by that is at the end of the last run in 2018 in January, the big narrative was XRP was about to get launched on Coinbase. And what happened is that Brian Armstrong of Coinbase came out and said, it's not going to come out. We have made no decisions on assets. And what that did, it popped the whole bubble. That tweet, you can look back, that tweet was the signifier of the end of the bull market. We might see something like that with Grayscale. They might play coy during this whole entire run, and then at the end of the bubble, when we get ready to go back into a bear market, which we will cyclically, happens every 4 years, Michael Sonnenschein might come out and say, we've not made any full decisions on which coins we're going to definitely do trusts on. And a lot of the hopium on this altcoin season might be on Cardano, on Basic Attention Token, on LivePeer, on Decentraland, on Chainlink. And there might be the hopium that those will get launched at the peak, but they probably won't. Because like Charles said in our interview, it takes a long time for these regulatory things to be moved away. So we're seeing we're seeing a macro altcoin season. We're seeing Bitcoin was the last run. It was huge for basically 2 cycles. This run, we believe Ethereum is going to be the top. The institutional money is going to start coming into that. The profits from Bitcoin flowing into Ethereum. Then we get these other trusts created, and the profits from Bitcoin and Ethereum start flowing into those larger trusts. And then who knows what will happen down the road. That's definitely something to think about. But with Cardano, I know a lot of you guys are excited about Cardano. 3 reasons why ADA is up 100% this month. Here's the 3 reasons in this article. This is also going to be a lie. Number 1, Charles came on my show. Number 2, I did a Cardano video. And number 3, I don't have it because TJ said I can't get a Lambo. Those are the reasons why Cardano is pumping. How frustrating is it to be able to buy a Lambo and not get one? Do you guys know? Do you guys know how frustrating that is?
Could we really even buy one?
Could I really even buy one?
When we dealing with banks?
Well, what I was thinking about doing, TJ, because you're right, it's so hard for us to get money out of our accounts. What I was thinking is we call the Motor Cars of Atlanta and see if they would take a Bitcoin. I think they would. Cool. I think they did it for Peter from Decentralized TV back in the day, I believe.
That'd be fun.
Whoa, guys. Whoa, did TJ just say that would be fun?
I mean, maybe for the Corvette we could do something like that.
Maybe for the Corvette, yeah. Love those Corvettes compared to them Lambos. I want to get a green Lambo with wood grain.
Oh my gosh.
From the blockchain video. A lot of you guys missed that. All right, so back to this. Why was the price pumping? Goguen, we've talked about Goguen, obviously, that their smart contract era. The network will become fully community controlled, basically a way to say it's decentralized. Now, here's the key to this, okay? Because when we talk about those regulatory concerns with other projects, Cardano is not out of the clear on that yet. Now, do I think anything's going to happen with Cardano or Chainlink? No, I don't think so. I think they would play nice, and if you play nice with the SEC, even if concerns did come up, you're not going to have issues, okay? But the decentralization aspect of Ethereum to where there's so many addresses with Ethereum, that's actually the safety valve. That's why the SEC went ahead and said that it is not a security. We don't have a declaration on any other cryptocurrency right now, I believe. I believe some, like EOS, they said the token sale was a security, but they settled, right? Tezos, basically the same thing. Outside of those major projects, I don't think we have full 100% clarity on any of these other coins. That doesn't mean that they're not, they're going to be deemed securities one day. I don't think so. I don't think in any way. But the further out ahead in the decentralization process that a project like Cardano gets, the more those concerns are going to be wiped away. I mean, there are certainly people out there that would say that Cardano could eventually get an SEC lawsuit. I'm not one of those people. I don't think in any way, shape, or form. But you do have those people out there that do believe things like that. So the other thing that they had that was really, really big was their Africa deals. They recently signed a deal with, what was the country? I forgot. Crypto Crow did a video on it. Crypto Crow is big on Cardano. If you like Cardano, you should go check out his channel. But he did a live stream the other night talking about it. And I can't remember what the country was. It's not specifically in here, I don't think. Whoa, guys. Whoa, I almost died there. That was close. They say if you cough 2 times, you die these days. So the thing is that when it comes to Africa, right, and when Charles was on my show talking about Africa and its prospects, he said one thing he really loves is he really loves the projects that are getting in and getting their hands dirty in the unbanked parts of the world. This is where the true potential of decentralization and cryptocurrency adoption comes in. Adoption is not necessarily Walmart using blockchain. Like, that's not the true adoption we're looking for with it. Oh, Ethiopia. Thank you, guys. They're all saying Ethiopia. I believe it was Ethiopia, I think. Yeah. So when we're talking about true adoption, it's bringing those unbanked people into the world. There's billions of unbanked people between South America. I think it's like 50% of Brazil doesn't have access to cell phones. Now, I don't think it's 50% of the population. I think it's 50% of the land. But the fact is, there are so many people there that are not banked. There are people in Africa that are not banked. There are people in other parts of the world that are not as developed as we are here in America and in Europe and other places. It's bringing those in. That's when we get the true adoption. And I really like that Charles is really big on this because, I mean, I do think that's where it is. When you look at Ethereum Network, they have a whole branch of Ethereum Network that is working with Uganda. I always want to make a joke like, Uganda, be kidding me. But it never seems to really work out. So, did it work out there? All right, so let's look at the ETH chart here. Guys, Ethereum has stalled out, and I'm so mad about this trade. I'm so mad about this trade. Guys, we now have 6 losses on our P&L for Ethereum, but it's like a misnomer. It's not real. It's so freaking frustrating. When you look here at our Ethereum close P&L here, you guys will see this. Click Ethereum here. Hold on one second. Guys, look here. We're still up 70 grand on Ethereum. We haven't been trading a lot of Ethereum here recently. Now, guys, this account only goes back. Our first Ethereum trade was January 13th. Okay. First trade on this account ever was January 7th. So when you look at these numbers, keep that in mind. But basically, these were 3 separate orders. I guess we almost lost a full Ethereum on this one and a half of ETH on this one. But you look at the other, I want you guys to look here, though. I want you guys to look at the gains, though. When you add all these up, so that's about 0.5, 0.7, we'll just call that 1.05, 1.4. We've lost about 1.7 Ethereum in these 6 losses. Look at the gains. 17 ETH, 9 ETH, 6.6 ETH, 1.2 ETH. And I can tell you, this one right here, we were literally up 8 ETH when I set the stop loss and profit. And it hit it immediately, and I guess the mark price had just not had time to catch up, and somehow is up that much. So I'm still bullish on Ethereum for sure, and when you look at the chart, the last few hours were a little bit concerning for sure, but if you look here at the chart that I drew, this is on the day chart, okay? What did I say that this was going to look like? It's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting when you look at this. Because when you look at the day chart and you look at where we have to go to get to where we want to get to, okay, which is somewhere in this range right here, I said I have to go up and then go down and then bounce back up. And when you look at this wick here, you will see it wick to about right here, which I only expected it to get to about 2,000 before dropping. It got almost to 1,900 this morning, right? Was that right? What did it get to this morning? Well, I can just pull on the candle. It got up to 1848 this morning. Okay, before having a dump. So I expected it to go closer to 2,000 before having a bounce on the way down. But here's the truth of it, guys. I mean, it's Wednesday, right? It's Wednesday. Valentine's Day is Sunday. Is that correct?
Yes.
My wife would tell me I probably need to know that. But the fact is that Ethereum has not been doing enough in Bitcoin sideways action. And this is why, I'll be honest with you, I'm very, I'll trade Ethereum when we do our Ethereum contest in March for Bybit. And of course, if you want to sign up for Bybit, head on over to BitBoyCrypto/deals. You can sign up for Bybit there. We've been crushing it. You guys know it. You watch, we got a market cipher tutorial either later today or another day this week, depending on some things that happen today. But the thing is that Bitcoin determines ETH's short-term moves, okay? The longer-term moves when Bitcoin is stable is when to get into Ethereum. But right now, Bitcoin has not really been stable. And when it has been stable, in my opinion, Ethereum's not been doing enough. And guys, BitSquad, where y'all at? Y'all need to be buying Ethereum when we're in these sideways action to help get the price where we need it to be. you can't be dumping your ETH every time you hit some profit and expect it to keep going up, right? That's what we just got on F2 pool for. Now take your profits. Don't get me wrong, lock in profits. But I'll tell you this though, lock in profits where you can get profits. But when everyone starts locking in profits at the same time, you know what that's called? A bear market. That's the beginning of a bear market. So keep that in mind. We want to believe that the price is going to go much, much, much higher, and we do believe that. But to me, when Bitcoin has been sideways, ETH has not got big enough pushes yet, and I don't know why. And, maybe we could dig in a little bit to Ethereum, but I think here on, at least on Crypto Quant, I don't think we necessarily have access to the F2 Ethereum. Oh, don't want to go there. To the F2 Ethereum charts.
By the way, somebody from the chat did screenshot the tweet from F2 Pool because we can't see it since we're blocked, and they retweeted you and they're calling it organized FUD. So if you go to Twitter,
they're calling us organized FUD?
Yes.
That's the best that they got?
Yeah.
How ridiculous is that? Organized FUD.
Yeah.
Oh, organized FUD. You know what organized FUD is? When you get together with your buddies and you decide to dump the price to short sell it to make money. Hey, F2, we see you. I got another F word for you, but I can't say it. Okay, so where are we at here? Ethereum stalls out. We're timed out. Okay, guys, it's time to talk here. We're talking about Ethereum stalling out. We're looking at Cardano going up. We're looking at a lot of positive things, and we're also looking at some negative things in this market. And here's the important thing. Every time I come out and I make these predictions, I've been right when I talk about the long-term moves of these coins. If we get to the end of this week, and we're on Valentine's Day, guys, I made these predictions for clout. You guys know that. I make these predictions for clout because when they come true, I'm able to say, don't you remember, I called the price of Bitcoin, I called the all-time high. Guys, we know that, right? I mean, you got to be smart enough to know that we take pride on these predictions, and we've got bigger balls than other people. Other people won't do that. You know why? They don't want to put themselves in a position where they can say, like, they were wrong about these massive predictions. I don't care about that. Why? Because I know where we're going. It doesn't matter. Like, if Bitcoin or if Ethereum hits 2,500 by Valentine's Day, we all know we're having a pizza party. We had a pizza party yesterday for being the biggest channel here. I ate a pizza bowl. I'm on keto. But the fact is, we're going to celebrate when that happens, and we're going to be really happy about it. But is Ethereum going to $2,500 to Valentine's Day? If we're intellectually honest here, is it really that important if it goes to $2,500 by the end of February, or if it goes to $3,000 by the end of February? No. For a 2-day period, just like we saw the last time I made an Ethereum prediction, I think we predicted it on January 17th. By 36 hours later, it had hit all-time highs, exactly as I predicted. Okay? Do you know what happened in that window, in that 36-hour window? People coming on Twitter, people coming in the comment section, BitBoy, I don't know your first name, even though you say it in every single video. And you refer to yourself as BitBoy. I know your first name, though. They come to me and they say, BitBoy, you said all-time highs for Ethereum by January 17th. So January 17th ends, all January 18th happens, and people are, you said this. Okay? Then what happens is, it goes to where I said it was going to go. And you know what the very interesting thing is? After it hit all-time highs, 36 hours after I predicted, nobody said another word about it again. You know, because everybody's happy. Well, ultimately, we're going to the same place. Okay? We're going to high numbers. And so Ethereum has really stalled out over the last day or two. It keeps getting momentum and then getting sharp rejections. Now, I want you guys to think about this. I want you guys to remember this. Right now, we're at 1730, wherever we're at. You guys remember when we had the live stream where we were mega bearish because the monthly close did not look like it was going to go to a good place? That was on. It was the monthly close, right? So we know January 31st was the monthly close. That was on a Friday, which was January 29th. January 29th to up until F2 pool dumped the price on February 9th. 10 days. Is that right? No. It's not 10 days. It's 11 days because it's 31st. Whatever it is. 10 to 12 days, we'll call it. In that 10 to 12 days, Bitcoin went from $29,000 all the way to $48,000. It went from $29,000 to $48,000. Okay? And I believe that was on February 9th that it hit that number. Okay? brand new all-time high for Bitcoin, crushed the previous all-time high. We're still right now above the $42,000 all-time highs. Even after the dump, we're still above that. So the point here is things can happen very quick in this market. Will Ethereum hit 2,500 by Valentine's Day? I guess I got to go with it until Valentine's Day. I got to say it's going to. But it stalled out a little bit here. But the momentum can reverse and pick up very quickly. And so there's no reason for people to come in and say like, oh, yeah, you're wrong about it. I'm not wrong yet. It's not Valentine's Day. And guess what? If we get there by the 18th, still going to be pretty good. Still going to be pretty good. Everybody's going to be happy. The thing is, you have to think about your overall goals in crypto. Your overall goals in crypto are to make money, change your life, change the financial future for you and people that you love. And for some of you guys, hopefully, to make enough money where you can actually find someone to love. You guys love the girlfriend jokes. They're real out here, okay? But that's what we're out here trying to do. We're not trying to get a certain dollar amount by a certain day. Because really what you should be thinking about is it's already this time in this cycle where we're already thinking about the next cycle. Now, are we taking profits? No, we are not taking any profits right now. We're not doing, well, we are going to buy a house with some money instead of a Corvette or a Lambo. We might buy the Corvette too for lulz, okay? But we are already methodically thinking about what we're going to do over the bear market and what we're going to do to maximize our future. How we're going to turn this into a $1 billion company, that's the goal, okay? You should be thinking about the same thing. You don't need to be so obsessed with where a price point is going to be by a certain day or a certain hour. I know we talk about it. I want to give you those predictions. I want to give you timelines and landmarks that you can look at as we go by them to determine what kind of cycle we're in. That's important. But the best way for most of you watching this stream right now to change your lives forever is to invest in cryptocurrency projects that are going to move up. At certain points, do swing trades. But really for most of you, because this is my second full cycle in crypto, and I mismanaged the middle and between these two cycles tremendously in terms of my investments, not in terms of my work and what I want to do as a channel. We've done that very well. There's one person who's responsible for that the most. Who is it, TJ?
I was zoned out. I wasn't listening. Sorry.
Not TJ.
Sorry.
Not TJ. Basically, what I was going to do is I was going to let him say that it was me, and then I was going to say it was TJ for clout, but then he zoned out.
This is our conversation from last night.
It is. It is. We had the conversation.
Sorry,
he's always wrong.
I thought you were about to end really eloquently, so I was trying to set up your music, but now
we've lost it. We've lost it.
I was actually going off the timer. I thought you were going to wrap it up at a very succinct timeline, but
didn't happen.
No.
Didn't happen, TJ.
Didn't happen.
Also, our personal trainers quit on us.
RJ.
What are you doing, buddy? You were helping us to get those massive gains in the body, not just the gains in the investment. Thing is, guys, the way you manage the time in between the two bull markets is going to be the number one determining factor on whether you're able to retire and get life-changing wealth. Because I know most of you guys, I'm sworn to know, most of you guys probably have $1,000 to $10,000 invested in cryptocurrency. Some of you much smaller than that, okay? But if you want to know the best way to turn that $1,000 into $1 million, it's not going to just take one cycle. It's going to take two. So just don't get your crypto goals off track when you think about where we're going. When you see Ethereum at, let's say it's at 2,100 by Sunday instead of 2,500, that doesn't mean it's time for you to jump out and jump into something else. The way you're going to achieve the most life-changing wealth is to be able to move out at the right times, not the wrong times, based on a date, on a timeline. And we'll talk a lot more about that as we get to the end of this cycle, because that's going to be very, very important. Specific dates aren't as important as the overall direction and the overall price points we think these are going to get to. I'm telling you, it's going to get to $2,500 to $3,000 in a very short period of time. It may not be this week. I hope that it will. But just remember, don't pull out at the wrong time and move to something. The number one way people lose money in cryptocurrency is jumping too quickly between projects. So I just want you guys to keep that in mind as we get closer to Valentine's Day. We've been talking about it for a month. If we get there, if we don't get there, that's not necessarily the most important thing. The most important thing is that you manage your crypto wisely around those times and the goals and the targets that we have. So guys, make sure, don't let these people hide. Don't let F2 Pool hide. Don't let any of these people hide. The numbers are there. It's clear what they're doing. Make sure that the BitSquad makes itself known. Make sure to drop a comment down below. That's all I got. Be blessed. BitBoy out.